This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Thanks for tuning in to News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. It's Tuesday, July 21st.
Well, Nye County remains in fiscal watch with its finances being scrutinized by the state's Committee on Local Government Finance. But Treasurer John Prudent is working to change that. County commissioners appointed Prudent to the position in January of 2019, and he's confident he and his staff can correct mistakes from the past.
Basically, the Committee on Local Government Finance is brought in where it's been identified by either the auditor or possibly somebody from the public that there might be some concerns about being able to deliver what Nevada revised statutes requires each of the departments to produce. And typically, a lot of that comes out of the audit. And we just finished our fiscal year. We're right in the middle of the audit for fiscal year 20. And once that's done, we'll see what that list ends up being if they find additional items that they're concerned about. But when I came into office, we actually were right on the verge of going into fiscal watch. And we ended up in fiscal watch actually right after my first week here. So since then, there are basically a number of different components to what the Committee on Local Government Finance put us on fiscal watch for. There were some things from the Comptroller's office regarding fund transfers that, of course, need to be authorized by the Board of County Commissioners. Additional items like ensuring that the funds are showing a positive amount. And there were some funds that it's just mechanically, as an example, the grant fund. You have to use that money first, which means you end up having a negative balance first before you're reimbursed by the state or whatever entity is going to reimburse you. So we had those kind of things. And of course, when I ran for office and I got into office, the biggest concern that I had was getting the Treasurer's Report and Bank Reconciliation Report back on track for providing that to the BOCC on a monthly basis as is required by the ANRS. And we're doing that now. So we've been able to demonstrate to the CLGF that we have the ability to do that, and we will continue to do that. Their biggest concern right at the moment is that we have a succession plan. And any business should have a succession plan to ensure that if somebody gets hit by a bus, something terrible happens, that the internal workings of that business continue. And since there was such a big hole in the amount of time, I think it was over a year that the Treasurer's Report and reconciliation were not being done because the prior person that had been doing that retired. And the people that followed in that person's footsteps didn't get adequate training and they weren't able to perform. So we've been working on that training, and it's a slow process. But we are working on it, and we will be able to demonstrate to the Committee on Local Government Finance at the next meeting that we are performing.
And a prompt man is facing 2 charges after he allegedly strangled his girlfriend during an argument.
Pedro Gonzalez was arrested on July 14th by the Nye County Sheriff's Office and charged with domestic battery by strangulation and possession of a dangerous weapon. NCSO was called to Gonzalez's residence by the victim when she reported that during an argument, Gonzalez allegedly hit her in the face with a roll of duct tape that he threw at her. He then grabbed her by the neck with his hands and began choking her. The victim had injuries to her neck consistent with the altercation she described. When Gonzalez was searched, the officer located metal knuckles on his person. It was determined that Gonzalez was the primary aggressor, and he was arrested and transported to NCDC, where he was booked accordingly.
And a Nye County woman is facing a battery charge after her boyfriend says she attacked him with a pipe.
Nye County Sheriff's Office arrested Misty Bain of Beatty, and she was charged with domestic battery. The victim stated that during an argument, Bain allegedly hit him on the back with a 1-foot-long piece of pipe. The detective noted an injury on the victim's back he said was obtained during the altercation. Detectives were not able to locate Bain until July 15th, where they made contact with her in the parking lot of the Atomic Inn. Bain denied hitting the victim with a pipe, saying it was a broomstick and it did not cause him injury. With Bain's verification that she did hit the victim, she was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Detention Center in Pahrump.
And don't grab that remote. After the break, we'll tell you which high-end department store is going bankrupt but still wants a big pay bump for its execs. All that and more when we return.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, lawmakers race to work on another economic stimulus package. Neiman Marcus is in bankruptcy, but still wants its executives to get a big raise. And thousands of Americans walk out of work to strike for Black lives.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the countdown is on in Congress as lawmakers race to work on another $1 trillion economic stimulus package. The COVID-19 outbreak is showing few signs of letting up, leaving millions of Americans without a job. $600 in extra unemployment benefits are set to run out at the end of the month. Neiman Marcus is in bankruptcy court asking a judge to allow $10 million pay raises for its CEO and other top executives. The retailer is undergoing debt restructuring. The argument is that added compensation covers day-to-day operations at Neiman's. Thousands of workers across America walked off jobs on Monday to take part in the strike for Black lives. The intention of that walkout is to draw attention to racism and economic inequality. Some groups chose to honor the day with remembrances of Representative and Civil Rights leader John Lewis, who passed away last week.
Thanks so much, Angela. And Nye County is reporting 251 confirmed positive COVID-19 cases this morning, with 7 new cases here in Pahrump. And here's a reminder that the antibody positives do not count in the county's overall active total. Chemisys Laboratory, through Serenity Health, has actually partnered with the Nye County Sheriff's Office and Nye County to provide a drive-up COVID-19 testing site for Nye County and surrounding communities. Testing will be here in Pahrump Monday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m., Wednesday and Friday mornings, 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. And there's no pre-registration required. All you have to do is show up with your ID card and an insurance card if you have insurance. But if you're not insured, you may still be tested. That testing location is Serenity Health at 2280 East Calvada Boulevard here in Pahrump, and people will begin lining up in the Calvada Eye for testing. And an education and employment service for veterans has gotten a new name. Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment has changed its name to Veteran Readiness and Employment. During 2019, there were nearly 540,000 veterans who participated in VA's programs. That's in addition to the programs that are currently going on, and they are modernizing all of their operations to make sure that they're keeping up with the times and response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Changes include VA Video Connect, which allows veterans to communicate with counselors without having to travel to the local VA office. Electronic Virtual Assistant, which is a platform that streamlines electronic communication with veterans through either text or email. E-invoicing and e-authorization, and case management solutions. Veterans are able to receive counseling for a whole new career, pursue a college degree fully funded with supplies and living expenses, learn entrepreneurship and get help starting their own business, reconnect with a former employer, train for certificates and licenses, complete internship or apprenticeship, write a resume and learn effective interview strategies, take advantage of incentives from employers, and explore independent living options for those unable to work. Veterans and service members are eligible for the program if they have an honorable discharge, have at least 10% service-disconnected disability, and a 12-year window period from service. For more information on the Veterans Readiness and Employment Program, contact the VA at 1-800-827-1000 or visit online at benefits.va.gov/folk-rehab.
Arizona Correctional Facility CoreCivic says that more than 2/3 of the inmates they recently received from Nevada have tested positive for the coronavirus. The private correctional facility just south of Phoenix says that of the 99 offenders that they currently housed, 69 have tested positive for COVID-19. And stay tuned, we'll be right back here at News 25.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Well, plans for a high-speed train rail linking Las Vegas to Southern California took another step forward today when the Clark County Commission unanimously approved state findings related to financing the project. The commission voted 7-0 today to approve the fundings made by the Nevada Department of Business and Industry related to the financing of the project being proposed by Desert Express Enterprises. Well, the start of the new school year is just around the corner, and Nye Communities Coalition wants to make sure students are ready. The organization is gearing up to hand out backpacks, supplies, and health checkups at the annual back-to-school fair set for August 1st. Sophia Allison gives us all the details and explains how the coronavirus pandemic is affecting what they are doing this year.
In past years, we've been able to provide free medical services to the students, and that was one of our biggest draws. So this year, due to us not being able to do that, we are going to have a partnership with Spring Mountain Medical, and we'll be providing coupons for physicals that students will get that day, and they can take it later on to make appointments and get a physical free of charge. So it is open to all students here in the county. We are encouraging anybody to just come on down. We are encouraging you, parents and students, to stay in the cars. We will be lining up, and again, it'll be a sort of drive-through where they will stay in their cars, and we will have volunteers in masks and gloves giving them pre-filled backpacks with school supplies. We're hoping to split them up into two different age groups. So one will be for elementary and middle school age students and high school age students. And so the typical spiral notebooks, binders, loose leaf paper, folders, pencils, just the basic school supplies that we can hopefully provide our students for their success this coming school year. There's no income criteria or anything. It's just you come, stay in your car. Students need to be present to get a backpack. So if a parent comes or guardian comes and they don't have their student present, we cannot give them a backpack. We need the student to be there present in the car to give them their backpack. One of our biggest contributors has been Desert View Hospital. We have also had others like the school district. Our partnership with them has been greatly appreciated. And just various organizations that we will definitely hope to shed light on them after the event. But again, if anybody, we are still looking for school supply donations. So you can reach me at via email at sophia@nycc.org. That's SOFIA@nyecc.org. We are holding the Back to School Fair this year on August 1st from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. It will be at the Pathways and Pahrump Valley High School parking lot. And it will be held this year as sort of a drive-through so we can uphold social distancing and other coronavirus-related measures. We are just looking forward to holding this event. Again, we are very sad that it can't be the kind of magnitude that we've had it in the past, but this is a needed event for our students, and again, we just want them to be up for success this coming school year, no matter how it looks.
Did you know that having an apple shape where fats surround your middle is risky for your heart? In fact, recent research shows too much belly fat could increase your risk of suffering more than one major cardiovascular problem. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Dennis Brumer says exercise is the best way to whittle your middle.
Be active, be outside, try to do 30 minutes of aerobic exercise. And aerobic means it's not just walking the dog, it's actually having to sweat.
As your waist size rises, so do your risks for heart disease, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes. Waist measurements over 40 inches for men and over 35 inches in women are most concerning. Dr. Brumer recommends 30 minutes of moderate or high-intensity exercise at least 5 days each week to lose weight. Power walking, swimming, cycling, or aerobics are all good choices. He adds that a healthy diet plays a role as well.
We encourage a Mediterranean diet, fruits, vegetables, grains, lean meats. So I think that's sort of try to engage in a healthy lifestyle and follow with your physicians and be active. I think that's probably the best advice we can give.
Dr. Brumer also recommends skipping processed and fast foods and reducing alcohol intake for a healthy weight and heart.
Jerry Lee List. Most animal welfare organizations rely on donations to keep the lights on and the animals fed. And for Never Forgotten Animal Society, a large portion of those donations come through the sale of items at their thrift store called Make an Offer Shop, located next to the rescue group. Cheryl Hunter is the vice president of Never Forgotten Animal Society. She says while the shop is small, it has a big impact on their ability to help the animals.
We started operating the Make an Offer shop about 6 to 8 months ago, and the proceeds from this store generate enough money, hopefully, on most months that we can help feed the kitties and the puppies and buy cat litter and supplies that we need for Never Forgotten Animal Society.
Money generated by Make an Offer shop isn't the only source of funding for Never Forgotten Animal Society. Hunter says they're also happy to accept monetary donations made directly to their organization.
We have a lot of donations. Donations always help, and we've been pretty low on donations lately with the virus and the epidemic. But yes, this contributes immensely to keeping everybody fed and cared for. We are sheerly donations, so everything that you see in the shop here has been donated by the citizens of Pahrump and Amargosa, and we set it up and we run the little store, and we're here from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and all of the proceeds go next door. We are at 520 East Street, and the store is located in Unit A.
In addition to the donated items, the store also offers a number of phone accessories.
This is Tug Brands. One of our volunteers sells these for us, and this is his little shop, and in exchange he runs the store for us every day to keep us open.
Never Forgotten Animal Society is also looking for a new, larger location which can house everything they need under one roof.
We would love to be able to accommodate our dogs on site. Currently, whenever we have dogs or puppies, they go out to foster, which means it's not so easy for somebody to just stop in and adopt a dog. So if we had a facility, a nice big building that's been donated to us would be fantastic, and we could keep the animals on site and available for adoption all the time.
And just what kind of facility are they seeking?
Right now, we are not picky. Something that has water, air conditioning, and heat. Electricity, obviously, something that we would be able to put pens on for dog runs and kennels, hopefully indoors to get them out of the heat, and also be able to accommodate our Make an Offer shop and also our cats and kittens.
If you can help in their search for a new location, or if you'd just like more information about Never Forgotten Animal Society, you can call them at 775-537-8674. You can also visit them online at neverforgottenanimalsociety.com.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look outside through our weather bug at conditions in and around Mount Charleston, Moapa, Pioche, and we're going to take a look at some recreational activities out there. Look at that beautiful day. It's time to take a look at our temperatures on this Tuesday, and we'll take a look at the surrounding areas and any monsoonal moisture that might pop up in our surrounding areas that might drift this way. We'll take a closer look at our weather after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Good evening. I'm Missy Kohler sitting in for Michael today. We had another gorgeous day across our part of the state. Las Vegas saw a high today of 107 and a low tonight expected to be around 83. A scorcher in Death Valley with a high of 119 and a low this evening of 87. Amargosa, 107 for a high. Tonight's low expected to be about 74. Beatty, 103 with a low tonight of 69. In Goldfield, 95 for a high. A comfortable low this evening of 58. In Tonopah, a high of 92 with a low this evening of 59. Carson City saw 95 today. Expected low tonight 59. In Fallon, 100 with a low this evening of 63. And in Fernley, they had a high today of 99. Expected low tonight of 62. Today in Pahrump, we saw a high of 105. Humidity just a little bit there, and the sun woke us up this morning at 5:42 a.m. Tonight's low expected to be about 79, a little bit of a breeze, 14% humidity with sunset this evening at 7:57 p.m. Outlook for the rest of the week, not bad at all. Tomorrow we should see a high of 103 with lows of 75. A little bit of a breeze tomorrow, winds at 20 miles per hour. You're going to feel that. For Thursday, a high of 99 with a low of 71, still breezy pretty much throughout the week. Friday's high 99 with a low of 74. Sunny and nice on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday both high 99 with lows of 74. Monday's high 102, 76 for a low Monday night. And for Tuesday, back up there again with a high of 105 and a low of 78. I'm Missy Kohler. Thanks so much for watching News 25.
Thanks so much, Missy. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry, and thanks for joining us again from everyone here at KPVM and on Ace Country Radio. And remember, you can listen to our newscasts on Ace Country, and you can also watch us on Facebook and on YouTube. And we'll catch you next newscast. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Bye-bye.